Hey, this your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. This Nate Logic, baby. Wait, baby. Hey, man, say, man, listen, Linda. Hey, I got my dog with me tonight. Listen, man, I want you to understand. I got the man, the myth, the legend, the real one. Hey, the one all you people love. Your mama, your auntie, your first cousin, and your ex-girlfriend. Listen, I got the one that everybody wanted to be like when they was growing up. If you from the north side on D-Way, if you from Pine Bluff, if you from Little Rock, no matter where you from, you wanted to be like him. If you wanted to be like him, you was bringing him up and talking about him. You was he was a myth. You wanted to be like one or two players growing up in Pine Bluff. One or two people growing up in Pine Bluff that you wanted to be like. If you from anywhere around my era, if you from the Bluff, you wanted to be like one or two people. And it was, when you would see him riding around town, when you see him out and about, and not even if you was just from Pine Bluff, if you was from Arkansas, period, if you was a little black boy from the hood, you wanted to be like this brother. Because you seen the things that he was doing. You seen him all in the newspaper. You seen him all in the news, all on the news. You seen him everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, man, boys and girls, young boys, ugly girls, all those involved. Hey, I got the legendary Carl Kid with me tonight, man. Kid, what up with it, baby?
What it do, Big Nate? What it do?
Oh,
Appreciate
man.
you having me and my nephew here
Hey,
tonight,
man,
man.
I'm so excited about having you up here tonight with us, man. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate y'all coming up here and seeing me, man. Listen, man, listen. I would be remiss if I didn't say this, Carl, because I want to make sure you get your flowers, man. You know, first of all, congratulations, man.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations on everything. And I think what happens oftentimes that we don't give our legends, our people, they flowers. You know, we put y'all on lists. We always throwing y'all name in any and everything, and having people to you 50, right? You just
51.
51.
Look
Just
good,
turned 51. Let's get it right. So I would say for the last 40 years, ever since you probably even 45 years, you've been in folks. Your name has been in the air like that for 45 years.
Probably so.
And you've always managed to be good amongst the people, man.
Well, I try to be. You got to be a reflection. You got to be a reflection.
We got to get you to talking to the mic.
You got to be a reflection, man. So
and that's good. I agree 100%. But I just want to say, it's amazing that you have been able to be who you are, even amongst the common folk. Regular folk. You ain't never been on no superstar shit.
No.
You ain't never been on no I'm too good. Every time I've seen you everywhere, even when you probably didn't even notice, kid, you was touchable. And what I mean by touchable, the common man could reach out and say, "What's up with it, Carl, kid?" The little boy who probably never see somebody of your stature that have seen the things you've seen could reach out and say, "Hey, that's Carl, kid." And you're approachable, man.
Well, you ain't going to always be able to play sports forever, so you got to treat people right all the time.
Kid, you've been doing that forever, man.
I mean, that's the way I was raised. But I'm glad you brought me on this show because I got a lot to say, though.
Uh-oh. You got a lot to say?
Yes, sir.
Kid, I want to be, because I'm going to give you some time. But I got a couple of questions for you first.
Go ahead, fire off.
I got a couple of questions, and I hope I got enough time with you. When did you get into sports? Was this something always that you was in?
I played baseball first, so I was about 4 or 5, and I played T-ball. Baseball was my first love.
Who did you play T-ball for in Pine Bluff?
Oh, boy, you got me right there. Now, somebody with Tim Tremels. I
played
think it
for
was
the
Tremels. I think it was, it was Tremels.
Pee Wee ball?
It was Tremels of Dancing Oil Company, because Alton Murphy was my first coach ever. Alton Murphy, Reggie Murphy brother was my first coach ever.
Okay. Ever for any sport?
for
Or-
any sport.
Okay. For any sport. Okay. So let me ask you a question. When you baseball was your first sport,
Yes.
when did you switch over to football?
I was about 7, and my cousin Darren Kidd, I went to practice with him,
Uh-huh.
and I was standing on the sideline. I ain't had no interest because I thought I was gonna go to play Major League Baseball, and the coach asked me did I want to play, and I told him I don't think my daddy gonna let me play, and he asked me what my name was, and I told him my name was Carl Kidd, and he looked and he had a smile on his face, and the first time I ever seen somebody like I kind of really found out the first time what that name really meant. And he said, Carl Kidd, your daddy. He said, man, Carl Kidd is my homeboy. You can play football. And so from that day forward, I went home and told my daddy, I say, I was at practice and the coach wanted me to play. Can I play? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, you got to buy me a helmet and shoulder pads. He was like, if you good enough, coach going to buy you a helmet and shoulder pads. And I've never bought a helmet nor shoulder pads.
Hey man, shout out to your dad, man. He was such a joy, man. Shout
sure.
out to your dad. He was such a joy and a good presence to be around, man. I didn't meet your dad that I know of until I got older, and when I got older, I remember seeing him out and about and always around, and it was always such.
Always clean.
Oh boy, look at him!
Always clean.
Always
Head to
clean,
toe.
head to toe.
He got his nails done once or twice, well, probably every other week. He got his nails done.
He was stepping.
Yeah, all the time. Nails and feet, all the time.
Wasn't playing with him.
No.
Was he in the sports? Did he play any
Yes,
sports?
he played high school football before he went to the military.
Did he?
So they drafted him Vietnam, which I think that was some bullshit, and I can say that.
I understand. Did he play? Was your dad from Pine Bluff too?
Yeah, my dad was from Pine Bluff.
Did he play at Dollarway?
No, it wasn't Dollarway then. It was Townsend Park.
Oh, okay. That's where he played high school ball. For.
Yes, Townsend Park.
Okay. So still backwoods, north side, and all that.
Right.
So you wasn't planted in the north side. You really rooted in the north side.
Yeah, I was rooted in the north side. I went to the Boys Club, Pine Bluff Boys Club. Shout out to Pine Bluff Boys Club.
Man, there's a lot of legends out there from that Boys and Girls Club.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my brother Tavante Calhoun. They still doing their thing and still helping mold a lot of great kids. So shout out to Calhoun, who's the executive director over the Pine Bluff Boys and Girls Club.
We had U.S. McPherson.
McPherson.
No. Oh, man. I can't even think of
Mr.
Coach Mack.
Okay, Mr. Britt was over it when I went there. I worked there and went there. So shout out to the Boys and Girls Club, man. They legendary in the city of Pine Bluff. And if you're from Pine Bluff, you should know all about the Boys and Girls
That
Club.
was Lenny Bowie granddaddy.
Lenny Bowie.
Lenny Bowie and Julius Bowie granddaddy.
Man, you dropping jewels, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I tell people this all the time, man. If you're from Pine Bluff, you're from the greatest city. Listen, the greatest things out of the state of Arkansas, the dopest things out of the state of Arkansas come from Pine Bluff.
That's right.
You second that?
For sure.
Hey, I didn't say it. Nate didn't say it. The legend Carl Kidd said it. Don't be mad at me. Big Nate didn't say that, baby. Hey, so listen. Before we go any further, I need y'all to share this live. I need y'all to make sure you get this shared out to the community so people can hear a lot of the things that we're getting ready to talk about. Share this live right now. What up with my brother Stan Scott? What's up with it, brother? My brother Iceman Buddy. Hey, he out there doing things in Missouri with his brother. Shout out to the legend himself, Northside legend Larry Butler. What's up with it, Butler, man? Yeah. Hey, so kid, you went to your dad, said, hey, if you good enough, they're gonna buy your pads, they're gonna buy your helmet and shoulder pads.
And cleats. And gloves and everything else that go along with it.
Shout out my cuz. What's up with it, cuz? And so they kept you out there because you always been good enough. What position did you start out at, kid?
I started out at quarterback because I was one of the fastest on the team.
What position they had you playing? Had you playing quarterback. So they let me guess you would run a quarterback option all day.
All day. Quarterback sneak right, quarterback sneak left. I probably scored more touchdowns. They say they weren't keeping up with the numbers, but they say Madre Hill got the most touchdowns ever in youth league football, little league. But I don't know. I'm Madre. If he listening out there, I think I had a lot too. I know you was a bad boy too.
What team did you play for?
I played for the little Rams, baby.
I thought you was gonna say the Angels.
Sir,
If
North
you would have
side
said the
all
little
day
Angels.
and day. Stand up.
So what was it then? Was it the Rams, the Water Stars, or something?
No, it was the Rams and the East Side Panthers.
The East Side Panthers, yeah.
Yes,
The
sir.
East Side Panthers was over there on the East Side though.
Yes, sir.
I played for the best city, and the
And
best
then
team.
You had the little Angels.
We don't talk about them here.
Hey,
We don't talk about the little Angels.
Coach
man.
Dickinson was a great man, so I got to give it up to him.
Shout out Coach Dickerson. I think the problem became with the little Angels is when Magnum took over
Well,
and they started.
I don't know about Mac, but I know Mr. Dickinson had a hell of a program.
Kid, let me tell you something. They cheated me out of my Super Bowl my 6th grade year.
Oh, man, I got cheated a lot. They hated on us a lot, so.
Who did? I bet it was the Angels, wasn't it?
Nah, they cheated a lot of times.
The Angels
In
did.
baseball, I know who cheated.
But we talking about football now.
Okay.
We talking about Pee Wee Little League football. Are you going on record and saying that the Little Angels cheated you too?
Nah, we used to beat the little Angels, so I can't say they cheated me.
Shout out to the Little Angels, man. Hey, shout out to what's brother's name? Westmoreland.
Westmoreland.
Yeah. Shout out to
Clifton Westmoreland.
Cliff. Shout out to Cliff Westmoreland, still holding that league down. Plenty of brothers still doing their thing with the Little Angels, man.
Get at me, Cliff, please, if you hear me. Get at it, if you hear me.
Yeah, man. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to everybody else, man. Shout out to that little league. I forgot what the name is, but that league right there generated a lot of amazing people, man.
That's right.
That league right there has done so much for the city of Pine Bluff.
Well, it wasn't back then. It wasn't the money grab that we knew about. You know that we didn't know. We didn't know how much money. But sometime now, it's more of a money grab. Instead of being for the kids, man, everything is about the kids right now.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to,
We can't get into that.
Yeah,
but
we don't want to get too far into that, man, because what I hate to do is say these folks I want to make sure that we get these kids and
Well,
these
just
people,
make the fees affordable for the kids
for
to
the
play.
kids. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
make it fair for the
Make
baby.
it make it affordable.
Yeah, and we know, just to keep it a buck, that's been a challenge, man. It's still with everything else, all this stuff is getting expensive.
Yeah, everything. They really, baseball, and I keep going back to it, I'm sorry, but they outpriced us in baseball. We don't play hockey, but I'm sure they outpriced us in that. So, football is the closest thing. Let's get the fees where the kids can play and have a good time.
Yeah. And it's a challenge because some of that stuff's so expensive.
Right.
And you got people,
But
it's so expensive, and these kids need something to do.
Well, it's more about, like you say, it's more about saving these kids, man, getting them off the streets. Because if
Right.
it wasn't for football, man, I probably would have been a gangster disciple or in a gang, because we grew up in the 80s, so it could have been easy to where we got lost in the hustle and bustle.
So it was the sports that kind of
Yes.
kept you on the groove,
Yes.
kept you out of a lot of
Yes.
stuff.
I mean, but we still it's life. You still gonna get into some stuff. But, at least it kept you have a little foundation.
So, okay, so you played for the Rams your whole time in Pee Wee Little League?
Yes.
And that's when football started. So then you went to, did you play basketball too?
Yes, but I went to 7th grade junior high, Dollaway Junior High. And that team that we had, the guys that got on the bus, that we was undefeated. We went undefeated.
Football.
Yes, we went undefeated. When they talk about great teams, they got to talk about the team that I graduated in 1991. So you talk about, you take it back further to when we got in the 7th grade, that same group, we never lost.
That 91
And that's
class.
a fact. We never lost. We never lost the football game.
Throughout y'all entire
We never lost. My 7th grade class never lost the football game.
that year.
I'm going on record saying it, and I'm saying it on Facebook because we gonna speak the truth. We never lost a football game.
Hold on. When you say, are you saying just that 7th grade year?
My 7th grade team from 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, we never lost.
Take your hat off.
Take my hat off, take my shades off, and we never lost.
Kid. That's a whole lot.
We was in the conference.
Are you saying
you can ask the boys from Warren, you can ask the boys from Monticello, you can ask the boys from Dumas, you can ask the boys from Crossett, you can ask all of them. They never beat us.
Kid.
To this day, my boy Irk, he still talk about the great Dollaway Cardinals. And I respect him. He from Newport. All them boys from Newport.
The importance of this. Right now, we have a legend sitting in front of us, ladies and gentlemen. And he is saying that the class of 1991 for the Dollaway Cardinals is the greatest class of football of ever outside in Arkansas?
In the state of Arkansas, we are the best football team, and I will say it again. And Coach Harmon, Lee Harmon, was the best coach ever. He was the first black head coach to win a state championship.
Kid, that's
back to back to back. Check the record.
Kid, so y'all never lost. Who all was on that team?
Eric Hobbs, Carl Johnson,
Johnson,
Kenny Bradley. You had Eric Butler. You had Steve Turner. You had Walter Ashley. You had Jesse Miller. You had Deotis Gardner, Lenny Bowie. I could go Kendrick Bullock. I go on and on and on.
Who else was it? I can remember from that class myself. Was that Greg Harris too? I mean, not Greg
Ferris.
Greg Ferris.
Kareem Black. Douglas Porter.
His son in the league now.
Moti.
Yo,
Dexter Lawrence. He the first Dexter Lawrence.
Oh, we kid.
Come on, man. We had at least 11 D1.
11 D1 guys.
At least. Or if it wasn't D1, it was going to college.
Damn. I don't even know what to say about that, kid.
Hey, I'm just speaking the facts. Hey, you brought me here to tell the truth. You brought me here to clear the air, and I'm clearing the air. When all of them talk about they was great, they had a great team, no, I'm here, and you can come and check the facts.
Kid.
Now, I'm taking my glasses off. All y'all that think y'all was the shit back then, nah, we was the shit.
Class of 91.
Class of 91.
Dollaway.
And how come our class ain't in the Arkansas Hall of Fame? At least one of us.
Hold on now. So.
Okay, Basil is in the Hall of Fame. Who you think pushed him?
Hey.
That's my guy. Who you think pushed him?
Shout out, Catman.
Shout out, Catman. That's my guy.
Shout out, Catman. Shout out to I don't even know what to say back to that, man. I don't even know what to say
I come to
that.
speak the facts. I come to speak the facts, man. Now, the next little puppies that came out to us that was cold-blooded was Kevin Williams.
You got to give, because every time this conversation come up,
Kevin Williams, you can ask Kevin Williams. Kevin Williams know what I told him. We had the conversation when he came to Arkansas. I'm gonna leave it at that.
He was a dog.
I'm gonna leave it at that. Kevin Williams, me and Kevin Williams know. I had him on his recruiting visit. Dollaway, stand up.
Baby.
How many Dollaway Cardinals then played up on the hill?
I think they got some up there now.
Boy, how many Dollaway Cardinals then played up on the hill? Stand up.
All right, so because I don't want to put our socks on before we put our shoes on, kid.
How come we can't?
Because you can't walk. I want to tell the story, man.
Okay.
I want to tell the story. So, how many championships did y'all win at Dollaway?
When I was there, we won 88, 89, 90.
Okay.
That's 3. That's back to back to back. Check the facts.
Okay. Okay.
Now, that senior class when we was in the 10th grade, they lost 2 games. I don't count them games.
You don't. But
I wasn't a senior.
You wasn't a senior.
I
But
wasn't a senior.
how you not gonna count them games? Though,
I
kid?
wasn't. I played, but I wasn't in that senior class. That was Darwin Island senior class.
And your whole team, that whole 7th grade team, wasn't starting yet.
Yeah, but I started. Carl Johnson started. Eric Harb started. But we wasn't seniors then.
Okay. So y'all wasn't starting yet, so you can't really. All right.
No, I started
You
from
was
day
starting,
one.
but the whole team, the whole 7th grade
Our
class
whole
of
7th grade-
91.
Yeah, class of 91. We never lost.
Okay. So 89, 88, 89.
89, 90. We had the longest winning streak out when Barden lost, then we had the next longest winning streak.
Okay. So after that, kid, you did that. Can you tell me? Cause didn't y'all play Palm Bluff High or something?
No, we did not.
Y'all never played Palm Bluff High.
That's
none of that time?
always gonna be the myth. I ain't gonna say that they didn't want to play us, and I ain't gonna say that we didn't want to play them. But we did want to play them, but they never did get it done. I don't know. Again, it might go back to the money, but you hear people say, well, they wouldn't play us, and you hear they never got the money right, so we never played them. But I can say this. When we was in the 9th grade, we beat that 9th grade team. We beat North and South.
Jack Roman.
Stand up.
So in the 9th grade,
Stand up.
they were split though, kids. You
Stand
can't count that
up.
class.
We beat them. We beat both of them.
So y'all beat the who was on that 9th grade team?
Taru was on one. Taru was on one side. Taru was. I think I don't know if he's on the north or the south. Basir was on the other.
And y'all beat both of them.
Stand up.
Wait, baby. Hey, kid, now I'm from Palm Bluff, right? I went to Palm Bluff High.
You brought me here to tell the facts.
I don't want
Fact check.
I don't want to be kicked out of the Palm Bluff High alumni group.
Hey, it's the truth. You ain't gonna be kicked out telling the truth. Folks can't get mad at you telling the truth.
All right now. You tell no lies.
None whatsoever.
Okay.
Okay, you had Robert Wooders, which he's gone. He's passed on. He was on one of them teams. You had, like I say, you had Taru that was split. You had Camp. I mean, they had a squad.
What about Chapel? Did y'all play Chapel?
Beat the brakes off of them.
The Chapel 91 team.
Beat the brakes off of them.
Who was in that class? I'm trying.
Torrance Jackson, John Roberts. I can tell you.
All of them got
Everybody in the city, everybody in the city and the surrounding areas, if we play them, we tap you.
Oh, wait, baby. Hey, man, this
And we put up points.
Hey, this your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. Hey, share this post, man. Share this live right now. Send this. Hey, tag John Roberts, man. Somebody tag John Roberts.
John know I'm telling the truth.
Somebody tag Taru Big Crip, man. Somebody tag Tory. Somebody tag Cat, man. Hey, kid up here telling me that he was busting y'all ass.
Busted.
Pause. Listen, man, but we serious business, man. We talking about one of the legends of Palm Bluff. I don't want to get caught up in that because, we can just talk that talk all day long. But I want to make sure that we give you your flowers and tell you how much we appreciate you, man.
Man, I appreciate this. I'm glad to be on here just talking, man. This really, and I appreciate it.
Because listen, kid, I can't get over. I remember seeing you around town and be like, damn, that's Carl Kidd, man. I keep going back to that because I'm still, even now that we cool and we chopped it up all the time.
But see, people don't realize I took the long route to get to where I'm at right now. I was a junior college product. When everybody was getting D1 scholarship, now I'm admit, my grades wasn't the way they supposed to have been in the beginning.
Okay, so hold on. Well, let me ask you this. So fresh out of college, out of high school, you went to JUCO.
I went to JUCO, Northeast Oklahoma. Best JUCO in the nation.
Okay. And then, so how long was you at that JUCO?
A year and a half.
A year and a half.
Yep.
Okay.
I was a 2-time All-American now.
Ooh, wee, baby. So,
Fact check again.
How did you feel when you graduated from high school and you was like, man, I got to go to a JUCO?
I hated it. I mean, I didn't. I hated. I'm gonna be honest. I hated Dollarway for a while. because they made it. Well, it's my fault, son, but I don't think I got the help like I should have in the beginning. But you can't depend on nobody to help you. You got to help yourself, and that's what I did. I had committed to Northeast. I had committed to Northeast Louisiana. I was gonna be a prop, but then my junior college came along and told my mom that I was gonna play immediately. Don Riley had went to Northeast Oklahoma, and I looked at it. I had never he came and he sold my mama on the school, and she had signed me up, and they gave me a scholarship and they took care of me.
So All-American there 2 times.
Yes.
Each year.
Yes.
How did you deal with being so far away from home? Or is that
Well,
something?
it was hard at first. You know, we came home every weekend. I had a car, and but I'm gonna tell you, that was the best place that I could have went. That made me grow up. I got to meet a bunch of guys from all over the United States. You know, my boys from Louisiana, Cleveland Williams. My boys from Georgia, my boys from Oklahoma, Tennessee. I got to meet so many. I had never met a person from Louisiana until I left and went to college. I ain't know what New Orleans was.
Man.
And then I'm running to these guys from Florida with dreadlocks that I ain't never seen no brothers with dreadlocks with gold teeth in their mouth.
All this was new to you.
This was all new to me, and I'm coming from the Bluff, but for some reason, they was attached to me too. So they was learning. They seen real in me, and so, man, and to this day, a lot of us are still friends now. Best decision I ever made was going to Northeast Oklahoma.
Did y'all win any titles there?
Yes, sir. I didn't start losing until I went to Arkansas.
When you got to Arkansas, it was
ass whoopings, but it wasn't ass. But you got to think we was fresh in the SEC.
Okay. So hold on. This was around
I was on the front
94?
Yeah, I was on the front part of the SEC.
So 93, 94 is when y'all got in the SEC. Tell me about your transition from Northeast Oklahoma to D1.
I tell you what, if NIL deals would been getting then, I would have been a millionaire.
Kid, was they fighting for you?
Hey, just know the best team won.
Hey, kid, let me ask you a question now. I'm sure the limitations of you can't get nobody in trouble. They'll take care of you.
Listen, I'm not gonna snitch on nobody. But listen, let me
put it in their face, kid.
Let me tell you like this. We used to have a payphone in the dorm. This phone rung all night. So the college coaches would call this payphone. And so the coach, it was so bad, the recruit was so bad, the coach called us in and was like, hey, don't y'all talk on that phone about no business because they got it tapped. NCAA. They was trying to catch somebody. Man, we had players, we had colleges all over the nation coming, baby.
So it was some money on the table, under the table.
Like I say, I only lost 2 games in junior college.
Wait, baby.
I run my first year, so that means, okay, listen, I got a championship. 88, 89, I got a football championship and a track championship, so that's 3. You got 90, that's 4. 91, that's 5. That's 5 in a row.
5 championships.
That's 5. 1 in track, 4 in football, 3 in high school, 1 in college, and then I played we finished runner-up the next year.
Wait, baby. So when you get to, what position was you playing?
I was a corner. I was strictly a corner, wide receiver, kick return, punt return. I was everything.
Okay. So I didn't know if you were playing running back or what position you was playing.
I kick return, punt return, and I played offense and defense.
Okay. So let me ask you a question.
I was the number 1 junior college player in the nation.
Number 1.
Number 1.
I was some money on the table. It was some money on the table.
Fact check again. All you gotta do is check the facts.
Hey, man, this your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. This is my dog, Carl Kidd, the legend, the man, the myth, up here in the Real Underground Radio Station. Share this post, man. Listen, we is talking the real talk on this show, man. Everybody who's just sitting back and listening to some of the amazing things that Bro Kidd did, man. I want y'all to tap in with us, man, so y'all can see and hear from the horse's mouth, man. You ain't got to go nowhere else. You can hear from Bro Kidd himself. He telling his own story. Hey, so listen, shout out Carlos James, another legend from Pine Bluff.
That's my boy.
Shout out Carlos. Yeah,
Carlos, story about Carlos. Carlos, he came to, they had a baseball game.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, everybody think like Pine Bluff and Dollaway don't get along. That's a lie. We've been getting along from day one. All of us played Little League baseball together and everything. So Carlos was at junior college. No, he was at junior college. I think it might have been Connor Junior College. So they had a baseball game. So he came and kicked it with us the night before. So we left to go and get beer. And, you know, we were doing stuff we ain't had no business, but we got Carlos caught up in it. And, you know, we still talk about that night. I can't tell what happened that night.
Uh-oh.
But
shout out my brother Tram Hunter. You know I love you, T-Nuts. Hey, shout out my brother Tram, man. You know I love you, boy.
But Carlos got to see, like, you know, the coach came in the room and, you know, he had heard what was going on. Coach snatched the door open. Now we drinking and Coach looked in the room and he didn't say nothing. Carlos thought he was going to get in trouble. So we introduced him and Coach slammed the door and went on about his business.
Said he ain't going to ruin his career.
Hey, man, if you a player, Coach going to turn the other way.
Hey, man, shout out to Carlos, man. So, all right, that's something else I want to talk about, man, before we get deep a little. It was always stories about how Pine Bluff High football players and Dollaway football players and Chapel, all of them didn't get along.
We got along good. We got along great. We still get along to this day. That's the other people's perception.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, a lot of people think me and Basia don't get along. Man, I love Dude. Me and Dude played on the same baseball team and was dominant. We never lost. I've never really just felt losing.
Okay. So tell me, because look, and I'm gonna give you some time, man. Tell me about your transition from not college, but from junior college to Arkansas. Tell me about that. When was this?
I graduated early. I graduated in December. So I was there in Arkansas in January. I pulled up in a red convertible 5.0. They didn't understand what they was dealing with.
Baby.
And I had a purple Geo Tracker too at the same. So I had two cars up there. I'm just saying. But
you was stunned then.
Yeah, I was stunned. I mean, it ain't stunning if you got it.
Oh, wait, baby.
I told you NIL deals with. Hey,
you so Frank, Don, JB Hunt, and all them was looking out for you back then.
Hey, man, I'm not gonna put them folks out there like that. But I can tell you this: when I stepped foot on that campus, I knew I'm gonna tell you, my guy saved me. My boy Alfred Jackson. If he listening right now, he saved me. When I first got there, they gave me a schedule. And my boy, he called me Joe Kidd. He said, Joe Kidd, let me see your schedule. And he looked at my schedule. He said, he stuttered. He said, motherfucker, you gonna flunk out. They had gave me a real tough schedule, and it was my first year. But I didn't know. So he said, man, if you serious about being here at Arkansas, you meet me at the student union. I met him at the student union. He went and changed my schedule. Boom. And that's history.
Straight like that.
I got an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree, and a master's degree. And he the one that explained to me that college is a hustle.
Straight like that.
It ain't what you know, it's who you know.
Oh, my God. All that. Did you get that when you were still playing ball there or after you was playing?
What's that?
all these degrees.
I got my degrees after I left, but
Okay.
I always was on the honor roll when I was at Arkansas and when I was at junior college. Now that's a guy that barely graduated high school.
Just understood the hustle.
I barely graduated high school, but once I got to college, I understood what the hustle was, and it was a hustle, and I got it.
So you get to Fayetteville,
Yeah,
totally different atmosphere.
right.
Young black boy from Palm Bluff.
Fit right in.
How?
Fit right in.
How?
Cause I'm a camouflage just like that shirt. You gotta be able to mix in.
So how did you do that?
Man, just by conversation, talking to people. You can't have a closed mouth. Closed mouth don't get fed. And to this day, people speak to me that I talk to people. So people gonna know me. So I mean, I fit right in at Arkansas. To this day, when I go up there for the black reunion, man, it's love. It's love from everybody. It's all about, and they probably would say the same thing that you saying about me. That's just the way I am.
So did you like it?
Loved it.
Loved it.
Loved it.
And you know, I ain't never cared for
I loved it. You know, people gonna say if they didn't get a chance to go to the Razorbacks and the Razorbacks didn't recruit them, they gonna hate.
I don't know why they didn't recruit me, kid.
Man,
They should have came
well,
after me.
I'm not just talking about you. I'm just a lot of people that's like, hey man, I'm from the state. I always been. Now Georgia almost had me. Georgia really had me in the bag.
Uh-oh.
But Arkansas came through at the last minute.
Arkansas came through a little bit more.
Hey, I just put it to you like this. Georgia had me on the hook. Arkansas got me off the hook. But then also, this is what happened too. I got in trouble. Not trouble. I had a kid early.
Okay.
So I wanted to be
Close to where your
close
baby
to
was.
where my baby was.
Okay. That's understandable.
Yeah.
And how old is that baby now?
She 32.
Okay. All right. Shout out to that baby. What's her name?
Courtney Brooks.
Shout out Courtney. What's up with it, baby? This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. This is my dog Carl Kid. So what I like to do, because we've been on here for a few minutes, I'm gonna mute my mic because of the last part we're gonna talk about life after the, Fayetteville and all that. I'm gonna mute my mic, Kid, and let you go ahead and go.
What you want me to say?
Whatever's on your heart to say.
Oh, I mean, you got to give me a topic and I'm going to talk about it.
Okay. So I tell you what, before we do that then, because I'm going to give you a time to do your shout outs and all that. So let's just go ahead and go to the next segment.
Let's go with it.
And we're going to get to tell me, Kid. Tell me this. How many years do you end up doing at Fayetteville?
I did two years at Fayetteville.
Was it hard taking those losses on the chin? How did you deal with it?
Yeah, it was. It was hard from a person that come from winning. But my first year, we won, but he missed the field goal, and we didn't go to a bowl. So I never got a chance to go to a bowl. But my junior year was the perfect opportunity. Lance Ellison missed that field goal to take us to a bowl, and I ain't putting Lance on the blast, but that's what happened.
Lance missed it.
Yeah.
What was y'all record? You remember?
We was 5-6.
Okay.
But that game would have took us to 6-6.
And you could have went to a bowl.
Yes.
Okay. So that was the first year.
The second year, we just got smacked around.
It was tough, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was tough. It was tough.
Did it really affect you though?
It did. But hey, you got to take the good with the bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So your time at Arkansas.
But I don't regret none of my time there.
None of your time.
Best decision I ever made.
Going to Fayetteville.
Yeah. That's two decisions that I made that was great.
Mm-hmm. Fayetteville. Your time.
Going to NEO and going to Fayetteville. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people say, well, I'm one of those people, they say Razorbacks, they take care of their own. I'm one of the people that prove they do.
I'm
glad.
Still got love for up there.
Boy, yeah. Yeah, I call the Hogs. Yes, sir.
Well,
yes,
you
sir.
from the Bluff, so you love it.
Yes, sir.
I know how you
Always
feel
have.
about the Golden Lions, too, though.
Love them.
Any regret for ever not playing there?
No.
None.
None whatsoever.
Okay. So let me ask you.
But you know, you got to understand, they was on the death penalty too.
Yeah. So it was a different game for you then.
But I wanted to play on TV.
Yeah.
I always wanted to be a star.
Okay. I understand that. So, kid, all right. So we get in the NFL. Tell me, where were you at? What year did you get drafted?
93. I mean, 95.
You got drafted in 95.
95.
What round?
I was an undrafted free agent. Yeah, I defeated the odds again, brother.
Oh.
Situation happened, this and that. You don't never know.
I don't remember. I don't think I was too into football or whatever at that time.
Yeah.
So you were undrafted.
I defeated the odds again.
Okay.
Come from junior college, then being an undrafted free agent, the odds of me making the team was slim to none, and I made it.
Kid, tell me about that when you found out you wasn't getting drafted. How did you feel?
I mean, I was hurt. I was hurt on draft day because they told me I was going to get drafted. Mm-hmm. But, that's mistakes by me, mistakes by the agent and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Just young, not knowing. But you live and learn. And, hey, you never know what could have happened. If I would have got drafted in the first round, I might not be living to this day. Mm-hmm. So stuff happened for a reason.
Yeah. You feel like if you would have won the first round, would have been trouble.
I'd have got too much too fast.
Too much money.
Too fast.
Oh, wait, baby.
Too fast.
Hey, so you become an undrafted free agent.
Right, and I made the team. I started from day one.
The first day you get on, the first day after the draft is over.
Yeah.
Do you go sit on the porch and start?
No, I cried, but what people don't realize, I had signed with Canadian League first. But then Oakland called me the next day.
Okay.
And at first I couldn't go to Oakland because I had signed with the Canadian League, but I had to get out of that contract. Mm-hmm. So I got out of that contract, and Oakland waited on me, bro.
Oh. They seen something in you.
I guess so.
Okay.
It wasn't nothing but God, man.
Nothing but God. So the Raiders kind of knew you was going. They seen you go undrafted. How long did you have to wait to get out of?
See, but you when you could get picked, you pick your team. So I had about 2 or 3 teams. Mm-hmm. But Oakland, I always was a Raider fan from the time that I was like 6 years old when I first started playing football. I was a Raider fan, so that was a no-brainer.
Right. So let me ask you a question. Did they have to wait a season or something? How long did they have to wait for that contract to be up for the with them?
What's that?
You said the Canadian League drafted you first.
No, what happened was I hired a lawyer. Shout out to the lawyer here at what's the Walker. Mm-hmm. Shout out to he dead and gone now. Mm-hmm. He got me out of that contract.
And then that allowed you to go ahead and go to the Raiders.
That allowed me to go to I missed the first mini camp.
Right.
But then I was in training camp.
Okay. How long were you with the Raiders?
I was 3 years with Oakland.
3 years. Did you? Yeah. And then it was to.
Then I bounced around. I went to Denver, and then I went to Kansas City for a minute. Then I came back home, and that's when I got back in school. And then Coach Harmon talked me into going through a workout. Let me see who was there. Greg Wesley. Mm-hmm. Greg Wesley was the man then. And
from Chapel, right?
Greg Wesley. No, that's Dante.
Okay.
Greg Wesley from England.
Okay. I thought he played in Chapel.
No, sir.
Okay.
He was from England.
Okay.
So we had a workout. UAPB Pro Day. Coach Harmon talked me into going to the Pro Day. First, I wasn't going to work out. I was done. I was done with football. Mm-hmm. Football that took me far as I felt like it was going to take me. So now it's time for me to be a father. So Coach Harmon called me and was like, hey, I want you to come and go to this Pro Day and work out. Mm-hmm. I said, Coach, man, I'm 27, man. It's time for me to do something else. So if I had been stubborn and didn't go, I wouldn't be where I'm sitting today. I went to that workout and killed it. The Minnesota Vikings called me the next day. By that Sunday, they was down there working out, me and Greg Wesley.
Oh, wow.
So by that next Wednesday, they was flying me out to Minnesota. By that Sunday, I was moving to Minnesota, and my life ain't changed. My life been
So
different
how many years total were you in the NFL?
5.
So you did 5 in the NFL.
Right.
And then how many did you do with the Canadian League?
8.
You did. So I didn't know you did that many years with the
Yes.
Canadian League.
Yes.
Wow. Kid, you may have had
I've been 7 or 8, yeah.
you may have had a longer tenure doing professional football than anybody out of Pine Bluff.
Probably so.
How long was Rolf in the league?
He played a long time, but he a Hall of Famer, so that don't. I mean, shit. I was at his Hall of Fame. That shit.
That's a whole different ball game.
Yeah. That's a whole different. That's a whole different animal.
I had to tell y'all the story. Rolf was almost my brother-in-law at one point, man, and I'm still mad about it. But Donetta, you dropped the ball. Hey, listen, man, this your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. Hey, so kid, you did 5 in the NFL, 8 in the Canadian, 7 in the Canadian. So listen, man, we've been here 49 minutes, kid, and I want to do before we get to this last topic, because you know we got to touch this topic. We're going to clear the air, let the legends speak on the list.
Right.
Okay? We're going to let the legends, and I hope you put some thought into this. I'm sure you have, and I know everybody has been wanting to know what the legends say. So, kid, let me ask you this, man. The young men coming up now, because I want to make sure we talk about this. People often just think of you as the NFL, the superstar from Pine Bluff in the league. But what they forget to understand is, kid, you have 17 years, 17 hard years in the teaching profession, working with these young men.
Right.
How is it today?
Oh, it's rough because kids not playing football no more, and then you got a lot of absent daddies. You know, we had a bunch of daddies out there helping when I was in Little League. You think about it. It was more daddies out there helping. We are limited on fathers. We are limited on fathers being around their young men, their boys. So we need more fathers active in their boys' life.
Has it been this bad? Have you seen it just get worse?
It's done got worse. Man, I remember I used to have, let's say, I used to have 60 kids, 70 kids come out and play. I used to have the 7th and 8th grade team. Now I'm barely making one team. You know, because everybody not coming out. I tell kids, you got to be wired up different to love football.
Yeah, and they ain't getting outside no more, man.
Nah, they not getting outside.
They going in the house to play on the PlayStation.
That's right. But we did too, but we made time for being outside.
Or we made time to be outside, or we ain't have a choice but to get outside.
Now, the main question that you asked, we going to get to this list, huh?
Yeah, we're going to get to the list. I know you're excited about that list. Everybody, and I know a lot of people excited about that list, but I want to make sure, because people forget that, kid, you got set. And I keep saying it because people don't do the things just as well as you are a Hall of Fame athlete from Pine Bluff. I consider you a Hall of Fame mentor, teacher.
What people don't realize, my last, let's say, 3 years I was playing pro ball, I started going back to school, getting my degree. So I got my bachelor's, and then I went back and got my master's. So that's what I'm more proud of than anything. I could care less about how many years I played pro ball, because that's only a dash in between the year you was born and the day you gonna die. That's a dash. It's a small part of my life. I don't try to sit up and talk about it all the time. I talk about my degrees that I got hanging on the wall in my trophy case with my other trophies. That's more of an accomplishment than how many yards that I ran or how many interceptions that I did.
So let me ask you a question. And my brother Stan Sky, he calling me. He got some questions that he wanted me to ask. So Stan, I know you listen, Stan. Send me your questions that you want me to ask Kid, and I'll make sure to ask them on air for you, brother. Kid, for the young men right now that's starting out, not starting out, that's maybe just going to D1, like young boys going to Missouri, all these other big schools, what would be your piece of advice for them?
Man, do what you supposed to do. Be on time. Go to class. Show high character. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Take you a long ways.
Just those things right there.
Simple. Simple. Be on time. Be where you supposed to be. Do what you supposed to do. Keep folks' name out your mouth, and you're going to be successful.
It's that easy.
Just that easy.
Why it seem like they be falling off so fast, kid?
Well, because you got social media now. You got people want to impress people. But if people worry about themselves and not other people, then you're going to be successful. I'm telling you, man, it's a thing where, like, I tell you, nobody gave me nothing. I work for everything I got. Even my job I got now, I'm working. I'm working for this money that they give me. Nobody's not giving me nothing. And nobody ain't gonna feel sorry for you. They ain't gonna feel sorry for your sob-ass story. They gonna listen, then they gonna go tell it to somebody else. Man, this mother, he ain't doing nothing. Nah, I'm trying to do everything that I can to be successful. No matter what it is.
And that's what you would tell these young men out here right now.
Yep.
Man, that's powerful, kid, man. I really appreciate that. I think that's going to be something that they can put in their bags, man. Eric Butler says facts. Eric Butler says facts. My brother Stan, man, he blew me up.
That's my brother, Eric Butler.
Yeah.
Eric Butler, what's up, brother? We've been down since the first grade.
Okay, shout out Eric Butler. Shout out Eric Butler. Shout out to everybody in the Douglas Porter, Jerry Hayes, MJ Atkinson.
Douglas Porter just said sent me some stuff on the book. I answered you, Douglas Porter. I answered you. Hey, you real, but I'm gonna give that man his props too. He pushed me and I pushed him.
Hey, Larry Dorn says that Butler Relays 1990.
Okay, if he what Larry Dorn, don't start what you want to hear. The Butler Relays, one of the greatest sporting events ever in the history of Pine Bluff. Okay, now
he says who won that race.
Okay, he want to know who won that race. They gave it to Basia because you got home track advantage. Now, I would say this. Now, I was winning the 200. I was winning it all the way up until the end. Now, we leaned over the tape. Now, you saw the Olympics with Noah Lyles. They had a photo finish. Same photo finish. We both fell across the line.
So they needed a photo on that.
He put his hand on my back.
Okay.
And we fell
That's
across the line.
Race.
Legendary.
That's a legendary race. All right, so, all right, man, listen.
So since Larry Dorn want to bring that up, hey, fax that too.
Listen. This is before we do this list.
And you know what? We just talking about football. We ain't even talking about what I did on the track. We ain't even talking about what I did on the track. Never lost in 3A. I never lost in my class. The only person that beat me was Basia.
Okay. So I'm gonna mute my.
That goes to now. I'm finna call out name. That goes to a lot of these football players. They talking about they ran track and they did this. You couldn't touch me. What's the boy in North Little Rock they try to throw in this face? It's a Swinton boy. Couldn't touch me.
Reggie Swinton, I think.
Not Reggie, but Reggie, no, he couldn't touch me neither. That's my boy. Shout out to Reg.
Hey, so before we go any further, kid, I gotta do this. I want you to give your shout. Do you want to do your shout outs and stuff after the list or before?
I'll do it after.
Okay, because hold on. I don't even know how to really get into this.
And then, I hear the list. What? Come on, let me hear the list.
Oh, wait, baby. This your boy Big Nate, the Real Underground radio station. This Nate Logic, baby. I got the man, the myth, the legend, Carl Kidd, and he finna drop his list. The greatest. Are we gonna
Athlete.
We're gonna say athlete.
Yes.
The greatest athletes out of Pine Bluff.
We go across state.
No, we're just gonna do Pine Bluff. And if you want to do the state, I ain't gonna stop. I ain't gonna tell you not to do the state. But can we? I just want to hear. Pine
Well, ain't no
Bluff.
use doing the state because couldn't none of them touch us then.
Right.
So ain't no use of doing the state. Let's stay in Pine Bluff area.
Because if it ain't from Pine Bluff, it wasn't the best.
Right.
Hey,
because we came up here and beat the Joe T. Robinsons. We came up and beat the Old Rose. We came up here and beat them boys.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
And then we beat you in track too.
Check the facts.
Fact check.
Fact check. Hey, listen. So what I've been telling y'all is everything dope out of Arkansas comes from Pine Bluff. Pine Bluff list, the greatest list out of Arkansas comes from Pine Bluff. Kid, who you got number one?
Shoot, I'm gonna put myself number one.
You know everybody ain't gonna like that.
That's fine.
You gotta put yourself, okay.
I'll be less of a man to put somebody else in front of me. Now, I will go 1-1, me and Cat.
1-1. Okay, so you tied. You and Cat 1-1.
I'll say 1-1, me and Cat. Nobody else after that.
No other people.
No, I'm saying it. No, John Roberts. John Roberts was a hell of an athlete.
Hey, John, I know how John can be. That's my dog.
He was a hell of an athlete.
But we really putting John Roberts on this list.
What you talking about? What?
Okay, we're going from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on up.
Okay.
So who number? So you saying you and Catman?
When you talking about 91? Or we talking
period.
about? We talking about period.
Ever.
Talking about ever come through the bluff?
Ever.
Oh, well then, okay. Yeah, I'm. You talking about athletes, right?
So you
talking about football, basketball, track, baseball.
Period.
Now,
Now, you know what?
Now, I'm
if
gonna
we
give
just
it,
do
now,
football,
no,
let's
no.
keep it easy and just do football. Do you think
That'll be hard.
Okay, that'll be hard.
That'll be hard.
So how do you?
Now,
wanna
okay,
do?
if you put football,
How do you want to do? Do you want to do?
I want to do athlete because I want everybody. I want to do athlete.
Okay, you want all right.
We talking about athlete. We talking about if you play 3 of the 4 major sports.
Football, basketball, track, or baseball.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2. Me and Basil.
But you said you and Basil 1-1.
1-1.
So tied for first place is you
Yep.
and Basil.
Yep.
It'd be hard to argue that.
Yep.
It'll be damn. And when you think about the accolades,
Then okay, we just staying in Pine Bluff, right?
yeah, we just Pine Bluff. Because
We
if we've already said that Pine Bluff is the mecca for the athletes out of the state,
Okay. Now, this just.
do we
just-
agree with that though?
Yes.
That Pine Bluff is the mecca
Yes.
for athletes out the state. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Stand up. Now you got to think. We got Cat. Now we talking about just in Pine Bluff. You got to give Kevin Williams his props.
So what number you putting head at though? And excuse me if we start saying nicknames because we got a relationship with these dudes. So when we say Catman, we saying
we talking about football domination, basketball domination, baseball domination. You got to give it to Kevin.
so because we said Catman. Let's clear that up and say we're saying Basil Shabazz, Carl Kidd, 1-1, tied for first place, and this is from the legend.
Now I'm
himself.
gonna give it to Cat because he played basketball more than I did.
So you saying Carl Kidd number 1? I mean Basil number 1, Carl Kidd number 2.
Yes.
Okay. You sure?
That's because he played basketball. I didn't play basketball.
Did he play baseball?
He played
So
baseball.
he played all 4 majors.
Yeah, I played track, baseball, and football.
Okay, didn't play. So you gonna give him
I
1?
left basketball after my 10th grade year.
Okay. So Basil number 1,
Yes.
Carl Kidd number 2,
No doubt about it.
and you're saying Kevin Williams
Number 3.
number 3.
Yes.
So that's 3. Is that how far you want to go? You got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? How far you want to go?
Okay, you got shoot. Man, I can name Keith and Kenny Bradley.
You putting them at 3 and 4.
I mean, I could put them in. I could put them in the list because they ball in all the sports too. Shoes. Eric Hobbs was a hell of a football player / track runner.
Eric Hobbs ran track.
Yes, Carl
What did he
Johnson.
run? Hold on. What did Hobbs run track?
Shoot, Hobbs ran the hurdles and He ran the hurdles in the quarter.
Hobbs, my dog. Much love to my boy.
Yeah.
Hobbs, but Hobbs was an offensive lineman.
No, he was a linebacker.
He was lying. Okay.
Oklahoma State, stand up.
What?
Yeah.
So you putting Hobbs at 5?
I'm putting Hobbs as a stud, as a football player.
But where are you putting him on the list?
As athletes.
Yes, out of Pine Bluff.
Shoot, I'm gonna put him 5. I'm gonna put it. You got Carl Johnson.
Okay, so you got Carl Johnson, number 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Hobbs, number 6.
Okay, so here what we got. We got Basile, number 1.
Yes.
We got you, number 2.
Yes.
Kevin Williams, number 3.
Yes.
Kevin and Kenneth Bradley, 3 and 4.
Yeah.
4 and 5.
Well, yeah.
Hobbs, number 6.
Yes.
Or did you say?
Or you could put Hobbs in front of one of them. Not Kenny, but probably Keith.
Okay. So where we at with number 7?
Keith and not Kenny.
Okay. So where we at that numbers now? Earl Goldman said he 1968 Olympics. Shout out Earl Goldman too.
Well, shout out to Earl Goldman.
Yeah. So
I ain't gonna take you off the list, but
we can only name people we know though.
Right.
I know Earl Goldman, but I didn't know he did the Olympics. Okay, that's big.
Hey, my hat goes off to him.
Yeah. We can only name who we can name. Though.
Right.
All right, so we at number 7, right? Wait.
Wait. Let me bag up. Shoot. You got my boy Tracy Caldwell.
Oh, boy. Caldwell was a dog.
Yeah, you got my boy Tracy Caldwell was up there.
Was Caldwell at Chapel or Pine Bluff?
Pine Bluff.
Okay, 90 or 91?
90.
90, okay. So who we got next? We got Tracy Caldwell at number 7.
Then you got, you got Darwin Island.
Okay, that's number 8.
It's coming out of
It's getting thick, kid. It's getting thick.
I'm still trying to I'm talking about just pure, like, that's hard to say now.
It's getting heavy.
We talking about the early 90s.
So is it hard for you? Because you was in the mix of things. You was back in. Is there anybody from what year did Head come out? Kevin Williams.
93.
Kevin Williams came out in 93?
93 or 94.
I thought Kevin Williams came out in 95.
Or 95, something like that.
I don't know. Shout out my brother here, man. Kevin Williams. Much love, baby. I know you're going to be talking noise after this. All right, so let's get to number 10. And then we're going to be done with your list. Then we're going to run it back and listen to it again and then I'll post it later with your Carl Kids top 10. All right. Who your last name on that list? Head was 96. Shout out Stan. Stan, this your last one. Now, this is a legend. This is the legend himself, Carl Kidd, on the Real Underground radio station.
Coming out of Dollarway? Or we
Period. Out of Pine Bluff. These the greatest athletes out of Pine. And this don't even have to be from when you was there. Maybe it's somebody you heard from, maybe it could be
but see, a lot of them I didn't see play.
Uh-huh.
So I can't.
But I'm sure you still kept your finger on the pulse and look back at it. You know what I'm saying? Like you may have been somewhere in Arkansas and they may have been like, man, you heard about an old boy from Pine Bluff?
Nah. I'm out of touch right now.
You got to touch?
Yeah.
Okay, so we gonna leave number 10 open. So and that's fine.
And if I'm missing somebody with number 10, then somebody can tell me, and I'll be like, I'll co-sign, be like, okay, yeah.
Kid, so man, Eric Butler just said Willie Roaf.
For sure, but we talk about athletes.
Yeah, Wolf
I
didn't
mean,
only
we
play
talk
football.
about he played basketball at Louisiana Tech. I mean, he played. He started off on the basketball team. He played basketball in high school, so you got to give him his props. And if you talking about that, then he got to go all the way back down to like. But this high school though, what he was dominant, but was he dominant like that in high school? Now he got dominant in college.
Okay. Now they dropping some of these young boys' names.
What name?
Crutchfield, who just went to Missouri from Palm Bluff High. He
Couldn't touch my job.
That's tough, man.
I mean, he a hell of a basketball player along with it, but football. I mean, he was good. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Crutchfield is nice. Different era.
So you're saying the era of
Did he
football?
run track? Did he run track?
I don't know. I don't think so.
We talking about athlete. Did he run track?
He just played football and basketball. He didn't run track.
You gotta miss me.
That's tough. But I see your point.
Yeah,
so
you
we
gotta
talking
miss
about three to four sports.
Now, you gonna compare me and the Crutchfield as two football players?
Now,
My numbers and his numbers?
no, I mean,
Or just him as a
we gonna
football
stick.
player?
No. Because if we start mixing the pie, we gonna have a whole different kind of pie.
okay.
So I like what
Now,
you were saying.
I'm gonna give him an athlete for football, basketball. He did.
Top.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him that. But we talk about the 3 out of the 4 major sports.
Right. It's hard to put anybody else in that pie.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. Hey, so kid, now we done got our list. We got a top 10 list. All right, we're gonna leave number 10 open for argument, whatever. Right. Now I'm gonna mute my mic. I want you to give your shout outs to anybody that you want to shout out. Anything that you want to say is whatever you decide to say. I'm gonna shut my mouth up and let you say your piece, whatever was on your heart to say.
All right, I'm gonna end this thing like this right here. It's been a long road for me, and I've never took a handout. I've never took a shortcut on nothing what I've done. You know, life ain't been perfect. You might make it seem like it's perfect, but it's how you touch people in your life, in their life. You know, it's about how you build people up. You don't tear people down. I've never been that person. So it's hard for me to give a list out, but I've always been the one that's tore down. See, people don't understand. I can be mad at Pine Bluff about a lot of stuff, but I'm not. You know, I take my defeats and learn from them, because if you ain't never been through nothing, then you don't know where you're going. So what they say, it's easy to know stuff at the top, but when you're down at the bottom, that's where you want to be and to work your way up. So I appreciate everything that I've done. Like I say, I worked hard for where I'm at right now. I worked real hard, and I'm gonna keep working. Like I say, I put in this my 17th year of just being an educator, and I'm more proud of being an educator than I am of playing pro sports or playing sports, period. It's about how I touch these young kids' life. And right now, sitting next to me is my nephew, and he's living with me, and I'm going to take good care of him. You know, life throw you curveballs, and as a family, we got curveball thrown at us. And you never know what's going to happen in your life to where you're going to have to take somebody and take them and push them on. And right now, you know, I just want everybody to pray for my family, you know, that we can get stronger as a family, because we going through some stuff. You know, I put a smile on my face, but I'm hurting on the inside, you know, but nobody don't want to hear that. But they, you know, but just pray for me and my family that, you know, we can come through the trials and tribulations that we're going through right now.
Amen. And shout out to young what'd you say your name was?
Jordan Marks.
Yeah.
I got my first song coming out, me and my brother, Ivan Moore. My rapper name J Money.
Talking to the mic.
It's your rapper name J Money. My name is J Money. I got my first song. It's out. It's called How It Feels to Lose Two Brothers.
Okay.
And featuring my brother Ivan Moore. You go check it out.
Yeah, shout out to J Money. Shout out to Lil Ivan, man. You know, I understand 100% what you're saying. More than anything, family matters more than anything. And sometimes we got to put a smile on our face. And as men, as men, sometimes we don't get that opportunity to talk about things. And I say this, kid, you're part of my village. I'm a part of your village.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're a part of each other's village. We're the same fraternity. And more so than the fraternity part, we're friends.
Shout out to the brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated.
Yes, sir. But even more so than that, we love the frat indeed, but we've had an opportunity to develop a friendship. You know what I'm saying? And
For sure.
be there for each other.
Hey, when you called and asked me to do it, no hesitation. I'm here.
Yep.
And I got one more thing to say.
Go ahead.
If I piss you off about my list, good, because that's my list.
Man, you gonna have these folk mad at me, kid.
Hey, man, they better go see a psychiatrist. But I'm telling the truth. You know, Dollaway, hey, we put in our work, man. We didn't have no track.
None of that.
We didn't have a track.
You had to do what y'all had to do.
We had to do what we had to do. See, people don't talk about that. We was fast without a track. And I was just telling somebody, my fastest time in the 200 was a 20.9. That's without no track.
Damn. That was some Olympic shit.
That's what I'm talking about. Barcia ran a 20.8 that day. So regardless, only thing people can say about that day is who won, but they didn't learn nothing from it.
Hold on. That was... The boy didn't even do a 20.9 in the Olympics, did he?
Nah, they ran some times.
Did they hit a 19?
Yeah, they was running. But what I'm saying is this. You got to learn from that day, dog. You know, that day was we'll never get that day back in track. To
Right.
where, man, we had football, football stadium.
Yeah. So, Kid, let me ask you a question, man. And we finna get out of here. Is there anything else you want to say before we get out of here? Cause
Okay, one more thing. Yeah, what? No, it still go back to.
you can go in the other room.
It still go back to the thing about the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame.
They need to do something about that.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, y'all putting people in, and I'm gonna say this on the air. Y'all putting people in the Arkansas Hall, and I ain't promoting myself, but come on, man. I'm a 2-time Grey Cup champion, 3-time AAA state championship, 1-time track championship, 2-time junior college All-American, All SEC. Come on, man.
They tripping.
Come on, man.
They tripping.
I got 7 championships under my belt. 7. 2 in the pros. I got over $40,000 worth of rings.
Damn, kid, I ain't know that.
I mean, come on, man. That's 3 in high school.
Didn't you
Well,
make
4
some? Didn't you get it to the Raider Hall of Fame or something?
No, I went into the BC Lions Wall of Fame.
Okay,
That's their
okay.
Hall of Fame.
Okay.
You know, but I had to go through another country to get to catch my fruit.
Yeah.
You know, to get my flowers. I shouldn't have to do that.
We got another dollar
like I
weight
say,
great in the league, in the Canadian League right now, too.
Yeah, Into.
Yeah, Kabion.
I keep up with them.
Yeah, shout
Man,
out Kabion.
and that's another thing. That's another best decision I made was going to Canada.
Mm-hmm.
The best decision. And a lot of people don't want to swallow their pride. I swallowed my pride.
Mm-hmm.
Opened myself up to a great career. I made damn good money that I'm still living off of.
Mm-hmm.
And I swallowed my pride.
And I think that's another piece of the pie, too. Pride didn't stop a lot of folks from doing some stuff.
Stopped a lot of people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And listen, man, kid, we've been on here for a good minute, man. It's your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. If you don't like Carl Kids list, don't nobody care.
Nobody care. Facts.
Don't nobody care. Listen, man, so if you got a problem, I tell your mama.
If you got a problem, hit me up on my Facebook page. If you got a problem with what I said tonight, it's facts. You can Google it. It's facts. Hit me up, if you got a problem, if you didn't make the list, you should have worked harder.
Ooh, wait, baby. Kid, so how can if somebody want to get in touch with you or anything like that, where can they follow you at? Can they call you? What do they need to do?
Man, I don't got all these little sites and stuff. You just can hit me on my Facebook page. If you need your house remodeled, hit me up.
Yeah, you need your house remodeled, anything like that, holler at my brother Kid, baby. This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station.
Nate, they don't know. And another thing, I've been buying houses, man. I've been in the real estate game over 20 years, man. I've been buying houses in the Bluff. I've been redoing houses. The city of Pine Bluff, I need you to help me out. Florida Donald, why don't you get on them about, hey, I need some help over here in the north side. I need some help.
Man.
I need some help on the north side of redeveloping the north, redevelop my neighborhood. So, hey, the mayor of Pine Bluff, I pay taxes down there. Can you help me out?
Yeah, man, you know what? Shout out Steve Mays. What's the other alderman? You know, we're gonna see what
I want to build affordable homes too.
you want to do all that.
I want to build affordable homes.
Right there on the north side.
I got land. Somebody help me out. I got land over and I'm ready to go.
Ready to go. Hey, so shout out
Ryan Wally, you said something once before. Come on, hit me up, baby.
Oh, wait. Shout out my brother Wally, dog.
I'm calling folks out. I'm calling you out right now.
He putting that name on the list. This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. Listen, man, I'm so grateful for my brother, man. My dog, my brother came up here and sat with me, shared this platform with me, gave us some information. Hey, no longer do we have to wonder whose list is what. We already know now. So, hey, listen. Hey, man, this Carl Kidd, if you don't like his list, that's between you and God, man. So, Carl, I appreciate you, baby, coming on here, man, showing this love, having this conversation. Is there anything else? We finna get out of here.
R.I.P. to Coach Shelton. R.I.P. to George Shelton.
Yeah, man. R.I.P. to all of them.
And if you see Coach Lee Harmon, Coach Berry, Coach Cherry, man, salute to them boys. They took care of us.
Yeah. Oh, wait, baby. This your boy Big Nate with the Real Underground Radio Station. This Nate Logic, baby. Oh, wait, baby. My brother Carl Kidd. Hey, man, make sure y'all tune in, share this live, man. The Real Underground Radio Station. This Nate Logic, baby. Oh, wait, baby.